Welcome to the Slow Living Podcast. If you are ready to ditch hustle culture for good while continuing to meet your personal and professional goals, you are in the right place. I'm your host, Stephanie O'Day, and I work with overachievers from all over the world who are ready to stop living life in triage mode and start living the life of their dreams, one filled with abundance, joy, and a sense of purpose. Life is meant to be enjoyed, not endured. Let's get started. Hi there, Slow Down Society, and welcome back to another edition of the Slow Living Podcast. We're on episode 227, and this will be the first part of the second coaching call that I did with Shelly. And so we first were introduced to Shelly a few weeks ago in episode 225. And what I love about Shelly and getting to know her is she's different than any of the other coaching clients I've had yet so far and on the show. And sometimes people write to me and say, I'm not your typical client, or I'm not your typical person. Can you help me? And I just want to point out that a big part of slow living is getting to know you. Remember, the acronym for SLOW is to simply look only within. We're not trying to replicate like a quote unquote perfect formula for living your best life. Only you know how to live your best life. And it's so ridiculous. And I know that I wrote a book on slow living. And so my publishers are like, well, you're the expert on this and you're the expert of this and blah, blah, blah. So that's fake news. No one can truly tell you how to live your best life and give you a step-by-step recipe for becoming truly your own best version of you. It's something you get to decide and you get to tweak and modify and fine tune. And absolutely, yes, please read my book, listen to the rest of the stuff, and get ideas and information from a variety of sources, but then filter it for you so you can live your own best life. And that's what Shelly and I really kind of dive into in this second coaching session together. So listen and realize that the homework that I'm giving her, it's not only for moms. It's not only for people who are in their 30s or 40s. It's for all people in all aspects of life. And you can absolutely learn something from listening and agreeing with, and then also disagreeing with people from all over the world, from different economic backgrounds, different religious backgrounds, different social backgrounds, and then apply it to your own life. And that's what this session is about. And I'm so glad you're here. And here's Shelly. Computer. Okay, we are back with Shelly. Shelly, thanks for being here. This is session 2. And right before we hit record, I noticed well, we're recording in Zoom, so I can see you even though we're only saving the audio. But I saw this blue ribbon, and then you shared that you enter county fairs often and win often.
Yes,
That's pretty awesome.
it's a lot of fun. It's
Yeah.
definitely a good creative outlet. Plus, the whole reason I started it was because if you do an entry to Home and Hobby or the garden show, you get free passes to the fair. And at $20 a pop, going to the fair is not, it's not cheap.
Yeah. And that's my favorite part of a county fair is seeing people's things. So you said that you enter for tablescapes and your youngest niece just won for a fairy garden. Um,
Yes.
and I like that. I like seeing what people in the community
Yeah,
are doing.
it's a lot of fun. It's amazing what people do.
Very cool. So how has this past week been for you?
Um, it's been pretty good. I'm still, I'm like the beginning of July is when I started going back to work 5 days a week. And so I'm still trying to work out and get a good schedule for that. So I'm trying to go in 9 to 3:30 or 4. and trying to keep it at that
Okay.
because they don't want me full time right now, but given the opportunity, they will just keep giving me tasks to keep me there all day long.
And
So I kind of have to
this is for your new position.
correct with the landing gear company.
How many weeks have you been in this new position?
So officially it was like July 1st was when they started, when the new shop guys started. But technically I have been working with them. I was coming in like 2 or 3 hours a day, just setting up things all through June.
Okay.
But it was a very loose schedule, which I loved. So it's been a little bit it's been a little bit hard trying to get back into a regular. I have to be there, you know, 9 to 3:30 kind of thing. Even though it's a nice short day. Don't get me wrong, I love that. It's still just just blocking everything out. And I will say that you sent me that time blocking worksheet, and I will definitely be using that a lot more to try to be. It's kind of I just jotted down kind of what a typical day was,
Mm-hmm.
and it's kind of helping me out to see what I'm doing and like what why am I not getting everything I want done?
Yeah.
But
Okay. So let's just dive in. First off, thank you for doing your homework and for sending it all to me. And sometimes when I assign homework, I am worried, oh, this is annoying and people don't want to do the things, but I like seeing your notes and the way your brain works and
yeah, and
complete
then
the
and
task.
they're a little bit messy, so I do worry because I actually have really good penmanship, but when I'm doing this kind of thing, I'm scratching notes as I'm thinking things, and then I'm the kind of person that will always recopy my stuff, but I just have it with you. I'm like, no, I just gotta get it over there.
No,
So
it's good. Okay, so we wanted to try and keep you out of your inbox. And so the idea was to not use your phone and the texts and the emails as emergencies. Just you'll get to them when you get to them. How does that feel?
it feels good, and I will tell you that being back at work, I my phone is turned off because that's um, with I share my office is shared with my bosses. So I definitely cannot have my phone going off. So I did if my mom calls, I will pick that up and go out of the room. But again, my phone's off, so I do have to glance down and like, if I hear it vibrating. But I love not having the phone on me, to be quite honest.
Okay, and then you said you were able to unsubscribe to quite a few newsletters.
Yeah, so that's on my to-do list every morning now. As when I It's usually one of the first things I do in the morning. I make my bed, pour my coffee, then I jump on and then I look at my inbox with 200 junk emails, basically. So I have been making a conscious effort to go through and, I know if anybody's familiar with Gmail, they have an unsubscribe button right there in the inbox. It doesn't always work because sometimes even if you hit that, you have to go to the website. So that's where I usually, if that happens, I used to always just be like, oh, I'll do it another time. But I made a conscious effort to go down and unsubscribe.
Good
So
for you.
so I'm going to do that every morning.
Good for you. Um, in your 7 o'clock hour, uh, you're checking your email, you're doing your online stuff, you're eating your breakfast. It says that you have an online scrapbooking group that you check in
Yes.
with. Okay.
Yeah. So that's a group of gals. Used to be a huge message board back in the day. We're just a group of, there's 5 of us from all over the country and Panama. So we scrapbook together online. We have little monthly challenges, but we've been doing together so long. Like we check in every morning, it's like a morning cup of coffee.
Mm.
Checking it. We all know each other's kids and families, so we're all checking in.
Yeah. I like that you have that. I like that you wrote it down that that's part of your routine. Because one of the other things that I asked you to do was to essentially fill out what looks like a kindergarten worksheet of all about me.
Yeah,
And and you wrote that you consider yourself a loner.
I do. I like to be alone a lot. But I don't know, or maybe it's just that because I'm around people so much and because my job entails dealing with people that I need that downtime.
Yeah. No, so you wrote a loner and then right underneath wrote a good friend. And so like they seem contradictory.
They do, but I don't know. Can I be a extroverted introvert? I mean, I just
Yeah. Well, talk to me. Does introvert feel better than loner?
yeah, probably.
Hmm.
It's just I like to do things alone, like, and a lot of times people don't understand that. I have like zoo passes. Now I will go every weekend by myself because I go and I walk and I just, it's time. But I don't know. That seems people are like, and then then I get people like, oh, well, do you want company? Do you need company? I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
I need this
So
downtime. So I, I guess I guess I'm just trying to find that balance between always being on and being around people and just needing that time. So maybe it is more introverted. I need to be able to be in my own head sometimes.
yeah. So you're not the only person that I know who likes to walk at the zoo. And
It's the best.
it is the best. You don't need to worry about traffic. You don't need to look both ways. If you have earbuds in, it's fine. It's a safe place to walk. There's restrooms available whenever
Yeah,
you want. I mean, there's so many pluses. You enjoy animals and
so much.
it's built in nature. And so and as far as like a pass or a membership, usually zoos are very cost effective on an annual basis to belong to. So I think it makes perfect sense to me. Yeah. Yeah. And then as far as being an introverted extrovert or extroverted introvert or how whatever label you want, um, it's how you recharge your batteries. So if you are on all day and you're communicating with people at work and customer servicing, it makes perfect sense that in order to recharge, you want a little downtime.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. All right. So I like that. But for me personally, when I'm thinking about you, I wouldn't consider you a loner. So that's why I
Yeah.
was questioning. That's why I was questioning. So, what was your thought uh, of getting this essential kindergarten worksheet? I changed a few of the words, but was that like, oh God, this is so lame and stupid?
No,
Okay.
no, no.
No, I
You'll
just
see
wondered.
because I started because we
My husband's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "No, no, no. People don't usually after adults take the time to think about who they are."
yeah, no, I like the little boxes and it made it's less intimidating than giving a questionnaire and saying write an essay about yourself.
Yeah.
This is like bullet points, little boxes, and I kind of went outside the boxes, but
Hmm. Yeah. So for favorite activities, you wrote scrapbooking and fishing and crafts and word games and movies, but also just in these last 10 minutes, we learned you like to walk around zoos
yeah,
and you like to enter things into county fairs and that you do table scapes and lots of things. You have lots of activities.
I do. That's why I always say it's like I don't understand people that don't have anything to do when they retire. I have so much to do,
Yeah.
so much I want to do.
Work's getting in the way of that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good. I'm glad. Um, and then as far as last week, some of the things that you were really craving was stability and structure. So working through that kind of 5 to 9 time blocking worksheet, did that help create structure, or were you already
Yeah.
doing these things? Okay.
Well, I am a slave to to-do lists, but I like the time blocking. I feel like that's actually given me a better way to start structuring my days. So I can see, like, I feel like I want to do like a time study on myself now to see what am I spending my most time on. Because sometimes I get to the end of the day and I'm like, I, why do I have so many things left to do? This should just be part of my everyday routine and should be done.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to using this sheet a lot more. And I'm feeling like I need to get up earlier.
Okay. Uh, what's work like? Can you print this out and do this at work during a work day?
I
Um,
can, yes. Yeah.
are there a lot of different assignments and things at work that you forget to do, or are you kind of on the ball with work
Yeah,
stuff? And
work right now is pretty easy. I've got a pretty good structure that I know what I need to do.
okay, so it's your home life that.
It's my home life. Yeah. I once I get home, it's just like,
Hey there. Are you looking for an easier way to meet your goals without sacrificing your ethics or morals? If so, you're going to want to check out the new masterclass I recorded on how to achieve more by learning how to slow down. I know it sounds like an oxymoron, but I promise that this is a proven system that works. So if you are ready to finally meet all of your personal and professional goals without sacrificing yourself or your sanity, check out this new recording at stephanieoday.com/masterclass. Okay, back to this week's episode. The I have so I don't remember how long you've been on my list and different things, but like the cleaning and decluttering stuff that I've talked about, have you done any of that in the past?
yes, the
Okay.
daily 7, it was my life-changing moment, making my
Okay.
bed every day. And I kind of have adapted to 7 because I don't have kids and some of the things, related to having kids and straightening up. But I do a straighten up every night. I make my bed every morning. I that kind of stuff helps keep me sane.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. All right. So yeah, so I have on your time blocking thing, you write clean kitchen twice. And so the straighten up the house, that's essentially like a 10-minute tidy you do before bed.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
There's nothing worse and nothing makes me more insane than getting up and then there being a cup and a fork in the sink because my husband got something out after I went to bed.
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
nothing better. I love waking up to a clean sink.
I do too. Okay.
That's essential for my mental health.
Okay. Well, good. Good, good, good. Okay. All right. So do you feel then right now, if you continue playing around with the time blocking, you will be better off in a few weeks than you were last week?
Yes, for sure.
Okay. Great.
For
Okay.
sure. And this past week, I will tell you another thing. I had a good week of getting things done because one of the things I did not have to take my dad anywhere.
Yeah. So you wrote that in as the question is, what have you accomplished? And you wrote, I didn't drive my dad anywhere. So so what's that mean? It just freed up time?
Yeah, and it freed and it's not just my physical time, but my mental time. He and I think and I probably offended him this week because I was scheduled to he was house sitting and I was scheduled to go pick him up from where he house sits with all of his stuff. He was there for a week and then bring him back home to his house. Where he house sits is way out of the way. And so it's basically, even though it's in my same town, it's round trip over an hour. So I had so, but when this happens, when I say, yes, I can pick you up, but you need to tell me what time, I can't get a straight scheduled time from him because
Hmm.
he won't ask the people he's house sitting for what time they're coming home. Don't ask me why. It's fine. Leave me on the hook to be available all day. So so when I have this kind of stuff with him, I feel like, okay, I have to leave my whole afternoon open because he's going to call me and say he's ready to be picked up. So this
Okay.
week I said, I really need you to narrow it down and give me a window. I said, because I'm trying to plan my day. And it was also my mom's birthday on that Monday. I said, I'm trying to, I need to go over and see mom. Da, 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 da. Well, 10 minutes later, he said he found another way. So I was like, woo, great.
Okay. Okay. So how did that feel? Sticking up for yourself and putting in parameters.
I felt a little bad, not going to lie, because I feel like he's very easily offended, so, but then I was like, no, no, yay. I, I can't have my whole after, because what happens is then I'm checking my phone all the time and I'm thinking, can I go do this? Can I go pick up my dry cleaning? Can or do I just sit here and wait for him to let me know when he needs to be picked up?
When
So,
he's offended or upset, what does that look like?
he's a powder for sure. Um, yeah, but I mean, he gets offended by strangers all the time, bus drivers, you know.
Does he go quiet on you and kind of give you silent treatment?
Yeah, he gets a little bit quiet, he'll make the little passive aggressive comments.
Hmm.
Well, I know I just made horrible choices in my life, and this is my own fault that I don't have a car. And in my head, I'm all,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
But then but out loud, I'm gonna have to. So I've learned to not take the bait on that stuff. I mean, I'll get texts that are just pages long when he's in a funk and upset with me or
Okay.
upset with the general world, you know.
Okay. And so are you feeling so first off, way to go.
Okay,
Congratulations
I know.
on
And
on
who would have thought it would be so easy? All I have to do is ask him to give me a window,
yeah.
which is not it's not unreasonable, right?
No, it's not unreasonable. And if he was trying to take score or asked anyone like, "Oh, Shelly made me pick a time frame," like any reasonable human would be like, "Yeah, that makes perfect sense."
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
but you moving through the uncomfortableness is great because
Oh, it's
it
hard.
that bit of uncomfortableness wasn't as much as the win of not having to do this because you felt relief
Yeah.
and joy. I mean, you were thrilled that you had this time. I the reason I'm bringing it up is, do you think for years and years and years you've been sort of tiptoeing around and trying to keep him from pouting? And so
Absolutely.
you're bending yourself into a pretzel to perhaps maybe try and keep someone happy who you can't actually. You just can't.
Right. He's an unhappy person
Okay.
in
Okay.
general.
Okay.
So
So
yes, and
then
I've
if your
spent
dad
so
had
much time just trying to help him.
okay. So if your dad had an all about me worksheet that you filled out for him, you would say I am and then you would say an unhappy person.
Absolutely.
Okay. So then
I think he would write the same thing,
okay.
to be
Okay.
quite honest.
All right. And then you know intellectually you and anyone cannot make an unhappy person happy.
Yeah. That's it's just hard.
It no, it is. Yeah, no, I'm simplifying things just so you can hear the words out loud. But I know the levels of guilt and shame and just kind of this
And then
oniony.
and then I have to be really careful. Like I can't mention it. Like if I'm irritated, I can't mention anything to my mom because she will get on the horn and call him
Yeah.
and read him the riot act
Okay.
and remind him that he never paid an ounce of, $1 of child support and everything else. So I just have to be like, Mom, no, no, not making
Yeah.
it better.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
feisty though.
Okay. Okay. So I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for not twisting yourself into a pretzel. Um, how can that spread?
So, you know, it was such a realization when I asked him for that time window, and then and he and I have done that in a way before, but then when he would start to say like, "Oh, I'll just figure out something else," and I'd be like, "No, no, no, I will do it," and I didn't offer this time, so that I think that's also was a big thing because normally I would be like, "No, no, no, I can do it," and I didn't. I just said, "Okay," I just did a on the text.
So okay, thumbs up. Yeah.
And
A
it's
thumb.
because
Yeah.
that way, because of that, I didn't make any words because I didn't, I didn't want to engage anymore. I would just,
Yeah.
great, I won't worry about it then. And that was a big thing. So I just, yeah, and you know what? And then I guess in the future, if I keep doing that, hopefully he'll catch on that he either has to give me a time window if he needs me to do something or make other arrangements. I'm not going to keep begging him to let me inconvenience myself to help
Yeah.
him.
Is Uber ever an option?
Well, it is like that is some, but not for where he's at when he does this stuff. This is a regular house sitting, dog sitting gig for him. It's so far out. We're kind of in a rural area, and this is like at the top of this big winding hill. So it's like a $50.
Yeah.
It's just not. But I mean, I get him Uber gift cards, and that's usually something that goes in his stocking and Father's Day, birthday. I try to do that kind of thing for him. But this just particular one, like I said, it's on a regular basis, especially in the summer times. People go, how these people, but they vacation a lot. They're
Yeah.
always on vacation.
What a life.
I know. So that's the only thing. It's just just an oddball thing where, yeah, it's just so far out. And
Okay. Okay. Well, that's good because no one likes to feel like they're being taken advantage of. And so I'm glad uh I'm just happy for you. I'm happy for you.
I know, me too.
Yeah. Um you said that you need to give yourself permission and be okay with goof off days and days that you weren't like
Yeah,
quote
I had a
unquote productive.
couple of goof off days this week, which was nice. Like yesterday, we try to go to the movies on Tuesday. Love going to the movies on the big screen.
Okay.
So we try to go to a matinee. But when you go to the movies, that's 3 hours. That's 3 hours out of my chores. So, but I came home and I stayed up till 11 last night and finished everything to make sure I had a clean kitchen when I got up this morning.
Good. Good.
So
I'm glad.
it's
What did you see at the movies?
we saw Jurassic Park this week, or
Oh,
Jurassic World.
and you enjoyed it?
I did. They have a mutant dinosaur. I did not enjoy that. I like the real. I feel like the scare is the idea of having real dinosaurs back. I even have a dinosaur, the Jurassic Park T-Rex tattoo.
Oh.
I love dinosaurs. And somebody brought two toddlers. This is not a
Mm,
movie. I mean, there was people getting chaunched in half.
yeah.
Who brings toddlers to that? I telling you that those kids are going to have PTSD.
Yeah.
Was not appropriate
Well,
at all.
good. I'm glad. I'm
Yeah,
glad.
but but we've been going every week because Tuesdays are half off day.
Okay. Good. Good, good, good. Okay. All right. I'm just looking at your at your different homework things. So you wrote in that you feel like you need a new scanner. Just so you know, I don't what this is working just fine with me. If you're taking pictures of the forms and sending them to me, that's
Now,
just
this is
fine.
my current scanner. I have a new scanner. I just need to set it up. I
Okay.
have a like a little portable one that I just can slide them through that connects right to my computer. My printer that has the scanner, I don't know what's going on. It's one of those IT things where it's not communicating, and I can't get it to do PDFs. So
Okay.
I just need to. I've had this new scanner for 2 years. I just need to set it up,
Okay. 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 If
and
it's
it's a
something
cool
you
one
want
because
to do,
yeah,
I'm cool
yeah,
with that.
it's for sure.
Okay. Okay. All right. I wanted to talk about the second part of the All About Me worksheet. And so this was to write in the adjectives you can think of to describe yourself. So this isn't something that you would hope other people would describe Shelly as. This is how you would describe Shelly.
Yes.
Okay. So I see smart and creative and kind and helpful and loyal and funny and sensitive and emotional. Um, you say that you're mostly good and you're becoming spiritual. Yeah. So all of that sounds great. You wrote in fat at the top. Yeah. Do you want to talk about that? Is that too sensitive? Because as far as goal setting and things, we didn't touch upon health at all. Is that something that's really
Oh, it's
tender?
I just menopause has not been kind to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I grew up skinny my whole life,
Yeah.
like size 4 skinny until I hit menopause. And then I ballooned up to a 16. So yeah, so I don't like it, but I'll get through it.
I know you will. I know you will. When was the last time you went to the doctor?
Um, it's just last year I was, when I went through breast cancer, so I was there all the time. But
Is the doctor worried about weight?
no, but no, but but, I have a whole opinion on how doctors see women my age.
Yeah, it's dismissive.
Yeah, super dismissive. Yeah, in fact, when I went for my general um, practitioner, just because I was having such a hard time with menopause, with the night sweats and I mean, horrible night sweats where I couldn't sleep and the brain fog, everything. So I wanted to. I had asked, can I get some lab work done? I
Hmm.
would like to just see where I'm at. I'm fatigued, beyond fatigued. I said I'd like, maybe to get some vitamin D, that level checked because there's things that as a woman that you need to check. And I said, and I think my hormones are out of whack, so maybe I need to look at that. And he told me that no, that there's no reason to check hormones because there's really no way to pinpoint them because they'll be fluctuate, all the time. And his suggestion was that I just get a fan to use at night because that worked really well for his wife.
God, what an asshole. I'm so
I know,
sorry.
and I was like, "This is me." And I was on the phone. I'm like, "Oh, get a fan? Wow!"
Yeah.
As if I don't
Thanks
already
for
have,
mansplaining.
yeah, as if I didn't already have four directed on me at full blast every night with an ice pack on my neck. So, yeah, so then I finally just circumvented the system, got a female OBGYN and to get me an estrogen patch. It was a miracle.
Good. So
And
I
she
wondered
laughed when I
about that as a breast cancer survivor. I wondered if how that worked. And so I'm glad that you were able to get an estrogen
Yeah,
patch.
so that's the good thing about my breast cancer is like what do they call that? Non-hormone reactive, so I can still take hormones.
Okay.
So yes,
Okay.
because I was
And
going to be bummed if they took away my estrogen patch.
yeah. Okay. So is it the patch and then do you take oral progesterone as well?
No, just like right
Okay.
now I'm just on the patch, but I'm probably due to go back. I'm and unfortunately right now I do not have health insurance in place. I let it lapse because Cobra was $1,100 a month while I was in between jobs. 1,100. You know, when you're used to paying for the last 20 years, I've only had to pay $100 a month, through work.
Yeah.
So I paid the 1,100 as so now I'll get back on some group health, which will be good. But yeah, so the whole weight thing, they don't seem to be, um, except for if they want to blame something on that, they're super good at that. Like when I was going in like back in, I think around 2017 or so, and I had gallstones, and they kept telling me that I didn't. And they kept telling me it was because I was overweight and I was just having indigestion.
Yeah.
It's like, so whatever, if they can blame something on that, but that's just like ER doctors though, too. If you're not bleeding, they don't want to deal with you. They don't want to have to think.
Yeah.
So the weight only comes up with doctors if they want to blame something on that.
No, I agree with that. So with this new
So
position, you have health insurance again, or it'll start up
yeah,
again?
I'll go back on to health insurance I have to get back on this month because I'm due for my mammogram, so I
Okay.
can get that checked out and make sure I'm all clear, which I'm sure I will be.
And this female OB/GYN, can she continue to treat you versus this guy that we don't like?
Yeah, well, and I have, and to be quite honest, I can't even get in to see the other. He's supposed to be my primary care. I haven't seen him in 15 years because you can't even get an appointment. They just want you always to go to urgent care.
Okay.
The health insurance in California is bad.
I'm sorry about that.
Bad. They send you to ER for everything. Well, you can go to the ER. I'm like, I've got like somebody was like, I've got a sinus infection. I do not need to go to the ER.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
Okay. All right. That's disappointing. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, so I'll get back on track. Yeah, I'm not happy at my weight at all.
Okay.
And I forget sometimes until I catch a glimpse of myself, like in a reflection of a window, and I'm like, who is that? Who
Okay.
is that? Or I see a photo.
Okay, Slow Down Society. We will end here and we'll be back next week with the second part of session two. But I want to point out how Shelly, while she's speaking, brings up obstacles, and then I allow her to solve her own problems. She's talking about weight loss, she's talking about healthcare, she's talking about how annoying and uncomfortable it is to navigate different healthcare scenarios, and she sort of problem solves just by listening to herself talk. And that is so valuable. I also want to point out obstacles that she's brought out, such as not necessarily being able to walk in her own neighborhood the way she wants. And so the way she troubleshooted that was by joining the zoo and paying for the year membership so she can walk the paths of the zoo and get her steps in that way. So I want you to just kind of play around with that in your own life. Where are you throwing obstacles for yourself? And then poke at them. See if you can solve your own problem, and come up with kind of out of the box ways of solving problems the way Shelly did. Okay, pretty people, consider yourself loved and hugged. I'll be back in your earbuds next week. If you are ready to start living slowly and ditch the hustle mindset for good, reach out to me. I'm a real person and you can track me down online at stephanieoday.com. Also, if you found value in this podcast, please share it with your family and friends and tag me on Instagram at Stephanie O'Day. While you're at it, go ahead and leave a positive review on your favorite podcast app. The more we share, the more people we can reach and share the slow down lifestyle and messaging. Thank you, Slow Down Society, and have a great day.